Hi guys, it's Hemba. I'm just going to turn on the music. Right, so coming to you live from Portsmouth. It's been a while, hasn't it? When you jump on, say hello, tell me where you are, and tell me what you've been up to today. Are you having a good weekend? Now, for those of you watching back on replay, remember to put in the comments, #replay. That way I know for sure that you've watched me. And please love, please share. Hi, Sophie. How are you doing? So, I'm super excited because I've got a brand new eyeshadow palette this week. It's palette number 6 and I think I've lost it. No, I haven't lost it. There it is, number 6. So we've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's an anniversary one. And look at this. Beautiful. Like, those colors are just made for my skin, I can tell. Like, I wish I could wear them all at once. I can't. So it's going to be like really tricky trying to decide what to wear. Hi. Hey, Swas. Hey, Asmal. How are you guys? So as you can see, I've done like my base face. So I've put on some... I always start with my rose water toning spritz because it's good for the skin. It balances the oil. It moisturizes a little bit, just a little. And then I go on with the primer. And then I use my foundation, which is mineral and it's amazing. My shade at the moment is Cypress. I've done my brows with my brow kit. You all should have seen my brow kit before. So this is my brow kit. So I've done my brows and I don't always outline them, but I've done that today because it's all about the eyes. So the eyes need to be like popping, right? So that's my concealer. That's what I've used to outline my brows. So that's why they look sharp, on fleek. Hey Maxie, how you doing? Hey Desi, how you doing? I think I saw you at work, Desi, the other day. I'm not sure. So yeah, so that's all done. And now eyeshadow. So I'm going to do eyeshadow, mascara, lipstick, okay? So ask me questions as you go along. Hello Tammy. If you've got any particular colors you want to see, just let me know. I've got quite a few to choose from. And they've got lovely names as well. I'll post the picture as well with their shades and everything. Hey Have, how are you doing? So, first things first, I need to prime my eyes. So I use eye primer, but you can use concealer as well. They work equally well, so whatever you prefer. I'm not too keen on using concealer because it's brown. So I feel like sometimes it gets into the color of the eyeshadow, but you know, whatever works for you, please do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids. Now it's important not to put too much. Start with, you know, whatever amount you'd like to start with and see how far that goes. Just go evenly over your eyelid. Don't use too much. I've made that mistake in the past. So I'm just going to dab that in with my blending bud. I've got these in 2 sizes. So the smaller ones I tend to use for my eye area. And then the bigger ones I use for my face. So yeah, quick, easily absorbed. Ooh, there's something there. I just need to get that bit off. That shows I haven't used that in a while. Yes, Half, we must catch up soon. Oh my God. All work and no play. So same thing on the other side. Just going to spread it across evenly. Hey Peaches, is that Peaches? It is Peaches. Hey Peaches, love the name by the way. Hello Maggie, how you doing? Good to see so many of you on this evening. What have you guys been up to? Who's on holiday? For the moms among you. 2-week school break, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I think we get 3 weeks. I know some people get 2 weeks. Either way, it's good. It's good to get a break from homework and school activities and school letters. Oh my God, school letters, the bane of my life. Right, okay, so that's my eye all primed. I will just go over lightly with a little bit of setting powder. It just helps, I'm told. I hope I don't ruin everything. I haven't actually worn setting powder under eyeshadow before, but I will try it tonight because I'm brave like that. I mean, it works on the face, so really I don't see why I shouldn't work on the eyes, but we'll see. We will see. So, dab. Oh, I probably shouldn't have used this blending, but too late now. I'm just going to get a brush and brush off the excess and then get right into it. I am not going out, Half. I wish I was going out. On this occasion, I am not going out. But I've had this eyeshadow palette delivered this week, which I've been dying to wear. And I really haven't been in the mood to go to all that trouble for work. You know what? Someone even said to me at work, like, oh my God, Ember, you haven't been wearing makeup and you're so good at it. I was like, yeah, not in the mood. I just haven't been in the mood this week. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm in the mood today. So right, I want to go for a smoky eye. So what I'm going to do is, yes, Lynette, these are natural products. I'm going to start with a really light color, Calm, that one. And then move on to Enthralled, which is that one. And then Audacious, which is that one. So it's just like going in for a very gentle blend, right? So always start with the smallest amount on the brush. I tend to start on the outside and then blend it in. When you start that with quite a subtle look, it almost looks like you're not doing anything. Trust me, you are. And right at the end of it, you'll be glad you did it gently. Because if you just go straight in there with a really dark color, it doesn't look so good. And it doesn't blend so beautifully. So if you've got time, then take the time. Obviously, if you're in a rush, you're in a rush. What can you do? Okay, so just a very, very light color in the crease. So you can go in circular motions and then you can kind of like go back and forth, back and forth. And then I'm just going to drive straight into Enthralled. When you first put eyeshadow on your brush, tap it because you want all the excess shadow to go off so you don't have too much. It makes it easier to blend, and also you don't end up with lots of eyeshadow on your face, and also your palette lasts longer, kind of. So blend that in, do the same thing on the other side. It's important to try and keep them uniform. Now they're not going to be exactly the same, but they shouldn't be so different that someone looking at you can tell. Hi Femi! So yeah, don't get too bogged down with, oh, my brows don't match, my eyeshadow doesn't match. It will match roughly, and you'll get better with time, obviously. So it's really subtle, but my crease is getting darker and darker, which is kind of look I'm going for. Now remember, if you don't know what brushes you're supposed to use, think of how much of your eyelid you're trying to cover. This is quite a big brush. It's not big, but it's a loose brush. If you're trying to focus on a small area, then use, you know, a more tightly packed brush. Most of us are in our tracksuits and old t-shirts on a Saturday night. You know what? That will be me 5 minutes after this is done, believe it or not. But you know, sometimes, I can't promise that. I can't promise that, because if you run into me somewhere, you say, oi. Sometimes when I do this, you know, you finish up, good evening, Auntie Salome. You finish up looking so good and feeling so fab. You're like, I'm not wasting this. I'm going to find somewhere to go. So yeah, we'll see how I feel. See how fabulous I feel when I'm done. If I think I look amazing, then I will go somewhere. Right, so Audacious. That one. Coffee brown. Now notice the difference between these two brushes. Oh, what have I done with the first one? So this is my blending brush. Nice, fluffy. This is a fluffy crease brush. Notice it's not as, what's the word? Spread out. So that's going to focus that in a little bit more. And then I'm going to kind of put this on the V area. If you don't know what the V area means, it's the line that goes down this way and goes up that way. So like a sideways V, like that. So that's where you want like the smokiness to be concentrated. So tap it right on the outside, then swirl, and then push into the crease. Easy peasy. Hi Yinka, hey Lillian. How is everybody today? Good to see you all. So that is really starting to intensify. And then push, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Now how smoky it gets, entirely up to you. Just make sure it's uniform. So start on the outside. The place the brush first touches on your eyelid will be the darkest place for obvious reasons. So don't do it in the middle. Do it on the outside. And then blend. Blend, blend, blend. You know, I wish there was like a program or something which could tell me how many times I've said blend on Facebook. Now, if you want to see how I did my brows and near my face, I shall put it on, I'll put it on my YouTube channel. and I'll put the link in the comments, okay? If I forget, just like if you're watching this tomorrow or next week and there's nothing in the comments, just please tag me and say, hello, where's the video? I've got the intentions, but you know what it's like when you've got kids and a life. You promise to do stuff and you don't always. So I'll try to remember. So I'm just going to blend that in. Blend it in a bit more. For those of you who've just jumped on, this is my brand new eyeshadow palette, number 6. It is actually the 7th palette because there's an anniversary one which wasn't numbered, and they're all amazing. And you know what? I feel like when it comes to makeup, right, it's all about the eyes. It's all about the eyes. Like anybody can do foundation, but brows, eyeshadow, that's what makes the difference when you look at people who are made up. So I think it's worth investing in learning how to do eyeshadow properly, and you know, good quality eyeshadow obviously. So I'm just going to extend this a little bit onto my eyelid now because I've been focused a lot on my creases. So now I'm actually going to put some more eyeshadow on the outer part of my eyelid. It's helpful to look down so you straighten out your eyelid. If not, there's going to be no shadow in the creases. So push, 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 push in there. Same thing on that side. Now feel free to ask me questions. I quite like the interaction. It means I don't have to keep talking about stuff you might not be interested in. So if you've got a question, ask. There's nothing like a silly question. I couldn't do this stuff 6 months ago, trust me. Well, maybe not a year ago, and I'm still learning. So don't feel like whatever you're wondering is something totally obvious and everyone else knows. Not at all. So right, okay, I'll just blend that in a bit more and then go for another color. Right, just pop some brushes back. I always hold on to my blending brush, like there's really no point putting it down. So I was thinking Blazing, I like that one. It's like a maroon color. So I'll use this brush. This is a deluxe brush. Now, I know people use certain brushes for certain things. I'm not a makeup artist, obviously, so I don't know the ins and outs of what brush does what, but I tend to look at the shape of the brush and if it's clean. And if it looks, you know, small enough or big enough to do what I want to do, then I use it. So in case you're one of those people who thinks, oh my god, what brush should I use? You know, just look at it. If it looks like it can do the job, use it. Now, if you're an MUA, please don't shoot me. That's just me. That's what I do. So I'm just putting that over right over the middle of my lid. In terms of how high up to apply eyeshadow, I just go high enough that when I look straight ahead, it's right in my crease. I don't go much higher than that. And then obviously you need to blend. So I've noticed I'm moving inwards, but I'm not going to go all the way inside because I tend to save the inside bit of my eye. Oh, there's something there. I tend to save that bit for a lighter shade. It just opens up my eyes, so I'll put that there. And then blend it in. So wherever you've got two colors meeting with eyeshadow, you want to blend it in so that it looks seamless. You don't want it to be obvious where, you know, one shade ends and another one starts. That is the whole point of blending. It can seem tedious, but it's worth it. Okay, same thing on the other side. Do you know, I'm so tempted to use something sparkly. I really, really am. I will. You know, my head is buzzing with all the different combinations I can make with this palette. So I'm like, oh, just try and stick to one thing. I've got the rest of my life to play with it. Let's not try and use everything today. Blazing, I love it. It's like such a rich color, and like if you're not a fan of bright colors, then I think you're going to like this one. Okay, that was quick, wasn't it? So I'm just blending it into the crease, and then also with the outer smoky bit. I'm just gonna get a little bit of tissue. I've got something. Come on guys, talk to me. Okay, so that looks reasonably uniform. Now I want the specific brush I'm looking for. So I've got that one, and I've got my crease brush. So I just need to make sure my crease brush is clean, because I want to put Impressive right there in my tear dots. Now normally I'd use something much lighter than that, but it just looks so pretty. It's this one. This one is so pretty and glittery. I cannot resist. I have to. I 100% have to put Impressive in my tear duct. I love it. I love that look. That tear duct shadow. I just love it. Love, love, love it. I haven't always done it, but it's something I picked up, I think, at some point last year, and I love the difference it makes to your look. Right, so that's done. Now this brow bone always needs something light, which is because like a highlighting type shade, and also it just pops. Now I love this brush. I absolutely adore this brush. This is my shadow and sponge brush. The sponge is not clean, which is why I haven't used it today. I tend to use it on my eyelid, but this angle I love because it fits perfectly there and on the other side. And I tend to use a shimmery shade, so I'm going to go for Lofty, which is this one. It's like gold. You'll see it when I put it on. So, and those tend to come out beautifully, especially when I've lined my brows, because you get concealer on there and then it just sticks. It literally sticks on. Like results. I love it. Look at that. As ever, blend. Same thing on the other side. I literally just dab, 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 dab. I don't use a lot, as you can tell, just a little bit. Da, da, da. Well, I'm just going to just put my brushes away. Where's my brow? So this is my brow palette. I'm just going to sharpen up that line because I think the eyeshadow has smudged it a little bit. So this is a brow artist brush, in case you're wondering. Ta-da. So easy. Like, if makeup isn't easy, I don't know what is. Okay, so that's done. Right, the lower lid. Most people don't know their lower lids. You should. It is part of the eye and it really does transform the look. You can achieve a great look with just your upper lid having eyeshadow, but putting eyeshadow on your lower lid makes all the difference, trust me. Oh my god, look at my, my eyeliner pencil. Like, that is completely hopeless. Oh my god. Okay. No sharpener in sight, I don't think. Oh my lord, that's so annoying. What's that? Is this an eyeliner? Okay, so this is a brown eyeliner pencil, which I love to use on my lips, but I'm going to use it on my eyes today because my black is out of commission. Right, with eye products, you want products that will not irritate your eyes, right? Which is why I love these. Because also these are suitable for like contact lens wearers, and I wear contacts for fashion. Hi Tabby. So just going along my waterline. This is really, really soft, which is something I like. It means I don't need too much pressure. Okay. Same thing on the other side. I hope my music isn't too loud. Facebook doesn't like that. They could put me in Facebook jail. Okay. Put that away. And then there's this thing called mirroring, where you use the same shades on the upper lid and the lower lid. Now, you don't necessarily need to use them all, but I think it's nice to use some of them. So, now you want a really thin brush, to be honest. I don't know if I can find... Let me see if I can find one of my thin brushes. No, that's not a thin brush. That's a fan brush. That's... You never find the brush you want when you need it, do you? Well, this is a lip brush. I might just use it because, you know, I'm desperate. I need something. So that's quite a small brush. I never use lip brushes on my lips anyway. So, the nice thing about putting eyeshadow on your lower lids is it gives you a softer, much softer look. Hi Asmal. Oh, thank you. And I think the mirroring thing is quite a good idea. So same colors on the top lid, put on the lower lid. So that's this one, Blazing. Using it on my lower lid as well. Now don't worry if you get eyeshadow on your face, you can just clean that all up later. The other thing people do is they do their eyes first and then their face second, so whatever you prefer. So that is that. Where is my foundation brush? My Kabuki brush. Oh my god, this is like my brand new brush. I love, love, love this brush. If this brush was human, I'd leave my husband and run away with this brush. Like, oh my god. I knew my foundation was amazing, but I didn't realize how amazing my foundation was until I got this brush. Like, it is beautiful. It's like, there are no words to describe. You know, I just think, oh my god, where have you been all my life? So that's that one. So that was just like to take off any extra bits of eyeshadow which I might have got on my face. And then what was I going to do next? Lipstick, of course. Right, what shade? So my eyes are really dark. They're not too bold. Generally, if I've got really bold... Oh, thanks, Sheila. If I've got like really bright, bold eyes, I kind of go for understated lipstick. But my eyes are really dark today. So I'm going to go for something a little bit bright, I think. There's this purple one I've been wearing for some time, which I quite like. I love this lip splash. I also love the very dark one, Screeching. I think I might just combine them. I love to combine lipsticks. Now my lips are pretty dry. I can't find my lip exfoliator, which is not good. So yeah, liquid lipsticks. Trick is when you take out the wand, take off any excess lipstick because you don't want too much. Too much, not a good look. Oh god, I love it. I can't get enough of this shade. And unfortunately, you guys can't get this shade. This was a limited edition. So it's not available to buy, unfortunately, but all the other shades are. So that one, you can't get. Everything else you can. Now, Screeching. Dark purple. It's almost black. I absolutely adore this shade. Like, I had the darkest purple shade in the range until this came out, and this is now my favorite. Thank you. Now, I'm not the best when it comes to applying lip color. I'm going to confess right now. Eyeshadow, I'm there. Lipstick. Well, yeah, yeah, this one is limited edition, but the darker one, we do still have. Along with like dozens of others. I'm making a mess of my lipstick, aren't I? Don't worry, I always get there in the end. Reaching for the... Oh god, I shouldn't sing. I shouldn't sing. I should sing. Why should I not sing? I love to sing. I might not be good at it, but I love to sing. Yeah, it took me a while, but I learned with liquid lipstick, start out with a little, hey Irene, start out with a small amount and then build up. Don't worry, Asma, I'll let you know how all the different shades we've got. Okay, now I need to go back in with this one. And smooth it all out. You know, straight after this live, I'm going upstairs to drink some water. My lips are so dry. So imagine if I had these colors on my eyes and my lips. Be too much. So that is my rule. Obviously, it's not a law. But my rule is, you know, if the eyes are bold, then the lips are subtle. And if the lips are bold, then the eyes are subtle. And it works for me. Okay, so that's that done. Mascara. It was here a minute ago. There it is. Where it is. Ooh, there's something I should do first, actually. Now, I don't do this often. Most times when I wear liquid eyeliner, it's because I'm not wearing eyeshadow. But actually, the two things work really well together. So I thought, maybe I'll do both tonight. Why not? I've got time. So these come in many different colors. I've got at least 5. But this is black. It is a classic. So let's do black. Just look down. Don't panic. Hold still. If you feel yourself wanting to blink, stop, blink, and then continue. So I generally start on the outside and then extend it inwards. How thick you make it, it's up to you. Some people like a thin wing. Some like it thick. Sometimes I start out thinking I'm going to do a thin wing and it ends up thick. Honestly, there's no right or wrong thing with makeup. What I really love about liquid liner, this is Dip and Draw. What I really like about it is a contrast. So the slickness and the you know, like the shine you get with it compared to, you know, the powderiness of the eyeshadow. Look at that. So move to the other side. So look down, start from the corner and then slant upwards slightly. It does get easier with practice, don't worry. Okay. Sorry, I think I was enjoying the music. A bit too much there, actually. Right, okay, this needs to be thickened up, definitely. It's thinner than the other side. So with liquid liner, it's just like the brows. They won't be identical, but you can try. They won't be identical. Okay, nearly done. Right, where's that mascara? Mascara, the love of my life. Is it before or after my kabuki brush? I think my mascara first, then kabuki brush. Epic is epic. There's no arguing with that. Like, one coat of Epic is epic. It's amazing. It really like curls, lengthens, you know, like thickens your lashes and it doesn't clump. Like for me, that is the most important thing. Mascara that doesn't clump is life. Like, what is the point if it does everything else, then goes clumpy on you? Like, why? Now, I tend to forget these like tiny little lashes right at the edge. So don't forget them. Also, you need to rotate the wand. It is a wand, so there's mascara all over the brush, all sides of the brush. Did you know that you shouldn't have mascara for more than 3 months? One of the reasons being germs will start to grow in the mascara. Which really makes sense when you think about it. Something you put on your eyes in the tube. On your eyes, back in the tube, on your eyes, back in the tube. It's just a matter of time before bacteria gets in there. So 3 months, chuck it. To be fair, they're not that expensive. One thing I love about applying mascara is that I haven't got lots of lashes to begin with. So the fact that I can go from looking like I've got no lashes at all to having these amazing lashes where when I'm standing under a light, it casts a shadow on my cheeks. I'm like, yes, girl, check me out. Like from 0 to 100 with 2 swipes of a wand. Pure magic, I tell you. Now, the best thing about this is that it's buildable. I could sit here all night doing that, but obviously I haven't got all night, you haven't got all night, but yeah. When you get your epic, just build. Don't be scared. It will not clump, I promise. Just keep building it. I've got some epic faithfuls. Like, they can text me like 10 p.m. Oh my god, how am my epic? I'm going away this weekend. I'm like, seriously? Of course I hooked them up, but yeah. Don't worry if you smudge. If you smudge, if you've got mascara on your eyelid or you've got eyeshadow in place, don't touch it. Don't touch it, trust me. When it dries, flick it off. But don't touch it when it's fresh. You'll smudge. Okay. Just give me all of you. To be mine. You'll be the one I was meant to find. It's not up to you. To help we get to be. Okay. How's it looking, girls? What are we thinking? I'm happy with that result. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed that, please give me some hearts. Please share. If you've got any questions at all, put them in the comments. And I will see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Mwah.